Since 2019, I have been inventing my study tools and habits to boost my productivity and scores. I found 10 of them are less likely to appear on other sources and channels. I didn't study well in my primary school, but I have overtaken others in the past few years, so I have invented my methodology to boost my efficiency. In this video, I'm going to share my 10 study tools and habits I have invented since 2019. Let's jump in. First, I will talk about why I invent my study techniques while using others. During the 3-year history of my website, from 2019 to 2022, I have been sharing my invented study techniques. In 2019, I was in junior high school and electronic devices were not allowed there, so I was unable to find information on the internet. I even didn't know that others already have their techniques. I have strong creativity, so I designed not only study tools and slogans, but also my website and study planner. My first methodology in 2019 is to discover and share knowledge in real life. Because knowledge can be applied in real life, I tend to share knowledge points I have discovered on social media. Even though I may make mistakes while sharing knowledge points, they can be corrected, and this is also a studying process. Until 2022, I finally realized that this is similar to teaching others. The second tool I have been using is daily goals checklist. At the beginning of 2020 and during online lessons, I started making my daily goals and stuck them in my home bedroom. Without plans or goals, you will be less likely to motivate yourself. For example, I need to read books, remember English words, speak and write English, and so on. You need to take action after setting your goals, or it will not be useful. So I have been using a daily goals checklist, and I fill it every evening before sleeping time since 2020. In 2020, I also invented another tool called door sign. At my home, the door sign plays a significant role in getting rid of distractions from my family. Before a self-study lesson or an online lesson at home, I end up putting a sign at the center of the door, reminding my family members to not disturb me. Another tool I have been using since 2020 is the Events Days Left board. It shows not only my upcoming exams, competitions, and activities, but also the days left. As well as the events board, I also use my program study planner to track my daily goals, projects, events, and schedule. This helped me a lot for improving my time management skills. For example, it can display the days left until my next exam. The box turns orange or red when there are less than 7 or 3 days left. It is completely free, and you can sign up and boost your time management skills quickly using the link in the description down below. The next one is to make question papers and test orders. When I was studying IGCSE in 2021, I made some computer science question papers to test orders before the international exam, since I'm a computer science student. The next one is my study habits posters I have been using since 2022. Based on my creativity, instead of sticking some general posters around the wall, I draw some study habits I need to improve on some A5 papers and stick them. Now, I made my A-star motivational banners and desktop backgrounds. This not only enables us to make reflections after entering the bedroom, but also gives us the motivation to study forward. For my imagination, the star on an A-star on the certificate can be converted into a star in reality. Emitting lights in the sky, leading students to a successful way, and encouraging them to study hard or smart. That's why I usually say, A-star flies to the sky, making your future bright. So I have added this banner to not only my home bedroom, but also my school apartment. As well as the banners, I have also made some motivational desktop backgrounds using Photoshop. Followed by a recent iOS 16 upgrade, I have also made some different backgrounds for different focus modes separately on the lock screen. The next one is my invented knowledge boards. I can write down the formula, definitions and knowledge points we have learned in the lessons. When an exam is coming up, we can walk around the room and review them. Similar to ideal gas in physics, the last one is my ideal study environment assumptions. There are several assumptions of conditions for my ideal study environment, where I can achieve perfect productivity while studying. For example, Wi-Fi is provided with minimum speed, 50 Mbps, that is 6.25 MB per second, enough lights and illuminations, enough places to put items, electronic devices are allowed, suitable desk height, white desk, comfortable desk and chair, has charging ports, foods and drinks are allowed, quiet with less than 70 decibels, zero distraction, boredom and tiredness, versatile decorations, can stay for a long time, relaxing music, no need to purchase items to stay here, has clocks or timers. Like ideal gas, my ideal study environment assumptions may be unachievable in some places. At my home, I have been making my environment closer and closer to the criteria. Thanks for watching and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can comment down below. You can also visit my website canstudyjuni.com to get more study tips. See you at the next video. Bye.